Creel had his sights on that try line. Scrum screwed. Well, that's again against the feed. Twice in the opening 7 minutes of play. Newcastle going without possession. They can't afford it. Shearer. Manly having been wasting their possession, only 1 or 2 attempts through the forwards, and they've been sending the ball wide. Gately on the fringe of the ruck this time. Switch of play now for Cliff Lyons. Trying to link up with O'Connor. He finds the gap himself. O'Connor's gone infield looking for the ball. Now he has it. That's been touched by Newcastle. This should be a try. It was touched in play. Quite correct there from Michael Stone, and that man that was so much on the spot last weekend, Charlie Haggett, cuts up with a 4-pointer.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bit of football here. Look at the way Lyons slices through here. This is delicious. Quick acceleration. He's just beaten his opposite number there for pace. Back on the inside went the pass to Michael O'Connor, who took it superbly with one hand. He dished the pass out there that was knocked down in flight, but Haggett
made about 5 metres. Here's Gately, caught by Butterfield and Thorne. Hasler to Cleel. And they're able to offload nicely to Cliff Lyons. Lyons is into the clear, looks for the support. There's none there. The kick through, and he'll pick it up. Well done, Cliff Lyons. Manly still about to throw this ball wide. 6 tackles started again as it was touched by a Newcastle player. Here's Shearer, harassed by Stewart. And he's given Stewart 5 minutes in the sin bin. Let's see if we can find out why.
Well, it's obvious that the man was standing well and truly offside. He took the odds to it. It was a sort of a gamble that he took, and it didn't come off. It was the second ruck, the second play of the ball, and some of the players hadn't retired sufficiently to get involved in the play. I find that incredible.
Thorne takes the tackle. And here's Stewart. Look for support, found it too as McKinnon run onto a good ball. Here's Butterfield, switch of play to Miller, and Glenn Miller's in the mood. Miller scores next to the post for the Newcastle Knights, and the fans rejoice.
David Boyd, 5 metres inside the Manly half, on the last tackle for the Knights. Frendo, off the side of the boot, that kick, straight to Stuart Davis. Davis outside his quarter. Good run from the winger. Chew halts his progress 10 metres short of his own halfway line. Distance, this kick from Manly. Daly on the charge, right on halfway. Let's also remember that O'Connor's the man with the goal-kicking duties for the Seagulls. So just a 2-point lead and their own fair share of problems. Cleel on that blind side that he loves so well. Always a problem, the big man. He's taken play just into the quarter line. The crowd love it. Struggling to his feet too. Borton looking for the short ball. Now the short ball's on for Gately. He's got a ton of support. Dummies just gets there. Well, he tried to dummy the fullback. He still had enough momentum to get there. He had Lyons in support. A smile though. It's a 4-pointer.
Right on the quarter line now. As Burke takes the tackle. Stewart the tackler. Here comes Cleel. Had a massive impact on this game and still making inroads. Another great run from Blossom. The crowd love it.
So they continue to try and switch play all the time, looking for an inside runner. Knock back, says Mick Stone. Now the last tackle for Newcastle. Seamer, Frendo. This kick is charged down. Lyons is the man in possession. He's got support in Matt Burke. Well, all the pressure was to Newcastle. The crowd just egging Matt Burke on now. Look at that. Just the one Newcastle player in sight. Under the black dot. One end of the field to the other. They're on the attack, the Knights. And just that kick went astray and charged down. The fullback was up in the line.
Nothing serious.
Well, here's Manly again on the charge. Daly was keen to go. And that's where they've got to go. What can they do? Here's Lyons getting it away. Oh, how easy. Gately under the post. Newcastle stood there dumbfounded. Ian Gately, the try scorer for Manly.
Good fool.
Hasler with the feed. Manly with possession. Well, he sights an opening. He's got a ton of pace, Des Hasler. Excellent tackle from Steve Fulmer. Good tackle from the fullback. Manly hungry for more points. Lions with a short ball for Gibson. 40 metres out now from the Newcastle line. Cunningham. Well, he had no trouble in gaining 10 metres. Gorton. Showing the ball, standing now for Lions. Out it goes for Davis. Looking for the corner. He'll go into touch about 10 metres out.
It is.
So the scrum is down very close to the line. Here's Vorton trying to crash over through the forwards. Now what can they do? Lions. Because they don't argue with Friendo. Finally held by Hanrahan. Now they're only about 8 metres out. Hasler and Lions again. The long cutout ball for Stuart Davis, and he's in the corner. How easy that was. Just a long pass. Davis ran onto it well.
Davis, who's got a cut under his left eye there.
I guess they're back into the real world now in Newcastle. As I mentioned, 2 wins on the trot, and the premiers bringing them back to earth.
It must have been a feisty old week up there in Newcastle last week to come up with the second win. There's a little bit of fisticuffs there going on at the moment.
Well, we'll stick with the ball. Mick Stone has now called a halt to play. I mentioned before the scrum there was a couple of words exchanged between David Thorne and Gately. They came out of that scrum swinging punches. They really did let them go at each other. The sin bin could be coming in for some use here, trying to settle a few of these tempers. Here it is.
Well, here's the scrum breaking up. We're getting a little bit of ruction going on here. They're quite intent on it. Thorne for the Newcastle side and Gately for Manly going at it. Now the rest of them have gone in there and trying to separate these two, but Gately's going with a right hand underneath. Thorne's blocking most of them with his jaw and well, that's the way it went there. I think they've, looks like 10 minutes for somebody, 10 minutes for...
10 minutes for...
Shaw. Every time this fellow's come on in first grade, he's played very, very well.
Yes, well, he played very well in reserve grade, scored a beautiful try from backing up. It was first class.
This tackle's 27-6, and here's Hasler making yet another break. He's got Shaw with him too. There's the pass, and away goes the little fella. Here comes Friendo across in cover. Got a pass. Oh, they bombed it. Oh, Ronson.
Haven't shown a lot in general play. Midfield and just short of the quarter line now. Townsend out of dummy half. Back for Sam Stewart. Sights an opening. He's found it. He's right through. Comes to Des Hasler back inside. This will be try number 2 for Glenn Miller. Well, he's been searching for the ball. He's been going infield. It hasn't been coming his way up the back line. And he just picked that up from a pass back from...
Davis. Up to the quarter line. Shaw. And Barclay still going over the halfway mark. He's got the little fella Shaw with him. Shaw's got it. They won't catch him. And Shaw's in to score a great Manly try. And that brings up 100 points for this week and last week for Manly. Vorton taking the kick and makes no mistake. Oh, look at the score now. A little skip from Fatty. And doing a little shuffle. 38-12, Manly over Newcastle.
Bronson. Crossfield now straightens up. Barclay. Can Manly explode once more? Matt Burke down the blind side. Plenty of room to move for Burke. Takes play to just short of his own halfway. Lions. No clear. Big step from Cleo. Still going. He's got Hasler outside him. This will be another try. There's Hasler. Great break from Noel Cleo. The crowd were hoping for it. They've gone into the 40s. Celebrations for Manly right under the black dot where most of the tries have been scored. Newcastle slowly bringing the ball back for the restart with only about 30 seconds to go, if that. And Sam Stewart still trying to drive his side on. Bronson. Back to the quarter line. There it is. That's the end. Another great display by Manly. Superb performance. Piling on the points for the second week in a row now. And the flags fly high. Well, there they are. I don't know about them gods as yet. They're the premiers, and they're piling on the points, as I said. A great win to Manly, 44-12.
44-12 is right. Gately 2 tries, Haggart a try, Burke a try, Davis a try, Shaw and Hasler. Two goals for Newcastle. 44 points to 12. A superb performance by Manly, and I'll be back.